So let's finish this game, shall we? There was a little bit before we get to the final boss, but not a whole lot. It's like a couple items we can pick up and such, but... You know, no new enemies or anything. Just kinda... same old swag. I probably don't need to raise my luck, so I can probably put something else on. I don't know what. For this feel, maybe? Yeah, see that? That'll work. I like having this on, you know, I don't know why, it just kinda... Although there are certain enemies I'll probably would rather take it off for, but we'll get to that. Certain enemies where you have to really, like, coordinate attacks. Silver ore, that is so useless. Like, you don't even know what's going on, you know? Yeah, spectral sword, there's nothing. Jeez, it almost looks like I'm like this gameplay is being fast forwarded, but it's not. That's crazy. Alright, trolls, we could just skip you, but might as well take you down. You know, maybe we can gain an extra level before the final boss. I guess that wouldn't be bad, right? So here we have a portrait of death. That's cool. Yeah, here's the final night. We want to be careful because you gotta strategize against them. You gotta avoid their attacks. Or you're gonna take a lot of damage. So the final boss of this game, I mean, obviously it's Dracula. I mean, come on. But it's probably one of the best Dracula battles of any Castlevania game, mainly because his attacks, they're not just the same thing again and again. Its attacks are very diverse and such. So, it's kind of cool. I like it. Plus, in my opinion, this Dracula is probably my favorite Dracula model of any Castlevania game. I like it. I like it a lot. So, there's something hidden in here. It's a judgment ring, which I don't think is that great or anything, but it exists. So, that's a thing. Increases Glyph Union's effectiveness, so I guess that could be nice, but I don't really use it. I think Glyph Union effectiveness is good enough by itself, so... See, we want to head over to the left, pick up a chest. Heart max up. That's always good. But yeah, all of the enemies here are just complete pushovers at this point. Like, we're so OP that it's not even funny. Well, it's a little funny, but not really. So we can actually break the wall here, yeah. If you're using the speed glyph, you can just bash through it. But once you break it, you need to fly up there. And it's a room kind of like a previous room we saw, where there's a bunch of chests and a few enemies, so... Go ahead and, where did it go? Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Oh, God. Only I would do that. So we got gold ore, diamond, onsen. Oh, a world ring. That's new. But again, I don't think it's that great or anything. What does it do? World ring decreases MP consumption. It's not bad, but again, I don't really use it. But over here is the final warp point of the game. But I don't really care about that. But what I do care about is coming up. Here's the classic steps room. This is a pretty cool looking room, but you want to come down here and go through the wall and get this chest. And I believe there's another one on the left side as well. So you kind of got to go up and around. There we go. MP max up. Why not a little extra MP for the final boss? You can't go up any further. So we just want to head over to the left, and there should be another one. That's a pretty cool shot of the clock tower in the background. Again, this game did a great job with the backgrounds and such. Super potion. Why not have an extra super potion? Though I'm not going to need to heal because I'm going to be wearing the death ring and one hit and you're dead, so... Yeah, you do actually get a medal for beating the final boss without taking a hit. But it's kind of interesting because well, here's the final save point. You can't actually get the medal until after the credits, and you gotta reload your file. So, that's kind of the way it works. Alright, so I'm gonna be using, or is it Voluminato? You could use two of them, or you could use the Nitrigo, whatever it's called, which is probably better, but I'm also gonna use Sapiens Fio. And you want to put a Scutum glyph on another glyph set because it helps protect against one of his attacks. You don't have to, but it makes it easier, I would say. And of course I would highly recommend the Death Ring if you're going for the medal. Otherwise, I wouldn't worry about it. Just make our attacks do a lot more damage. So yeah, I'm gonna put the Nidasico. Okay, let's go ahead and do this, shall we? It may take some getting used to these patterns. Such a lovely maiden. Are you the one to whom I owe this great pleasure? I love that Dracula model. It's definitely one of the coolest in my opinion. Tell me your desire, child. Is it eternal life you seek? A place at my side? I am not your benefactor. No? Then please, tell me of yourself. Surely you've realized my company comes at a price. I am the blade to banish all evil, and I've come to see you annihilated. The time of your destruction is at hand. Die, Demon Lord Dracula! Bah! What an amusing woman. Come to me, child. I haven't danced in ages. To battle? So yeah, you basically want to use these two glyphs to damage them. The beam is good for getting rid of the fireballs. Yeah, you want to avoid these by crouching and jumping, respectively. It's not too hard. Alrighty then. So you want to make sure you're not jumping in the air when he does that, or you'll get hit. Yeah, so this phase one's not too bad. Most of his attacks are pretty easy to avoid. Yeah, Dark Inferno, it's not really a big deal. I don't think I've ever taken a hit from it, so yeah. Fatal Rain's pretty easy to avoid. Okay, don't appear right on me, dude. It's not cool, man. Oh, here comes Face You. He actually walks in this game. Only Castlevania game where he walks, I believe. Here. Okay, good. That's pretty easy to avoid. You want to jump when he gets a purple aura, because he's going to do Soul Steal. Okay. Here, it's recommended that you fly up, because his bats are hard to avoid. So it'll lure him into doing the rising fire thing. But we should pretty much have him from here, I would say. There we go. What nonsense is this? You will never defeat me with such feeble tricks. My power alone may not be enough. But with Dominus, I can destroy you, fiend. So here you want to use the 3 Dominus glyphs and do a glyph union. Otherwise, he'll do an attack that will automatically kill you. So, it's the only way to win the fight. I mean, you had to know you were going to be using these. That looks really badass. But this power is... No! It can't be my... But it is. I'm sorry, Albus. I couldn't keep my promise. Okay. I've fulfilled my mission. Now there's nothing left. Or is there? My life, I feel it, ebbing away. So quiet, I can't hear anything. Name's Albus. I guess we're brother and sister for now. What? Sir, name me as the bearer. I can't allow Shanoa to risk her life. Albus's memories from Dominus must be flowing through my mind. They're the only memories left to me now. What kind of brother would I be if I didn't protect you? That's my role. Now I see why Albus risked his life for me. Why am I crying? Such warm tears. Looks like you have some emotions now. This must be some sort of dream, a final vision before I die. This is no dream, Shanoa. The tears you shed are your own. Is that Albus? Not a dream. My tears were real. Once I realized I was allowed to exist within Dominus, I thought to find out what else had been absorbed. It seems your precious sacrifice remained intact. Albus, I thought you were gone. Since my existence was questionable at best. Once we parted ways, I wandered the darkness. Inside Dominus to see if I could locate the memories it had taken from you. As soon as you used the glyph to stop Dracula, its dark power rushed away. Leaving one glimmer behind, that last trace of light was your sacrifice. That is so like you, Albus. You can't just solve every problem on your own without telling me. To be fair, I am your big brother, after all. But thank you, Albus. Now I can die with such happiness in my heart. Shanoa, there's no need for you to die. I've already used Dominus, Albus. That power comes at the cost of my life. Dominus requires but a single soul. You're taking my place? Albus, no! You've already done so much, and I haven't repaid you. No argument, Shanoa. This is my role. No, If you want to repay me, then you can grant one final wish. Anything. Smile for me. That will be enough. But, please, before I fade away. Okay. There it is. There's a smile for you. It's good stuff. Beautiful. I can finally... And there he goes. Albus? Wait, don't... No! Albus! Showing some emotion now. So it looks like Shanoa gets to live on for the both of them. And Castlevania gets destroyed for the millionth time. Man, over all these LPs I've done, how many times have we seen that happen? I don't even know. I mean, how many Castlevania LPs is this now? Has anyone been keeping score at home? Unknown to the outside world, good had vanquished Dracula's evil once more as all the records of Ecclesia vanish into the mists of time. Probably for the best. So there you go, that's Order of Ecclesia. A really, really great game in my opinion. It's actually probably one of my more favorite Castlevania games overall. It's actually really well made, has a lot of really good stuff, and I really like it. I mean, it has great music, of course, as always. Has a lot of really fun boss fights, and it has a lot of challenge to it if you try and challenge yourself to get all the medals like I did. It's not easy, but it can be done. Isn't that right, Curry the Kid? He knows. But yeah, that's Order of Ecclesia, and if you beat the game while saving all the villagers, you unlock a few different modes. There's hard mode, there's Albus mode, there's, you know, the typical sound mode and boss rush modes. So Albus mode, I'm not really sure about that. I may do it. Well, I don't really know the details on it because I've never done it, but we'll see. We'll see if it's worth doing. And yeah, but I probably will end up doing it, or at least showing it off. You know, if it's not really worth doing, I'll probably just show it off a little bit, but yeah. But otherwise, that's Order of Ecclesia. So I've done most of the Castlevania games at this point. So what's left? I could do the 3 Lords of Shadow games, and I still need to buy Lords of Shadow 2, but I currently have the first 2, Lords of Shadow and Mirrors of Fate or whatever it is. So I could do those. And then there's the Castlevania Dracula X Chronicles for the PSP. I wouldn't mind doing those. Or that. So it's one game, not 2, but yeah. And there's the 2 N64 Castlevania games, which I'm not really crazy about, but I could do them. And is that it? I think... Oh, there's Lament of Innocence and Curse of Darkness for the PS2. I could do those. And there's also a Castlevania game for the MSX that a lot of people probably don't know about. It's kind of like the original Castlevania, but it plays more like Castlevania 2. I could do that. I mean, it's a pretty easy game. I could do that pretty quickly. So that's an option. And I think that's about it, really, for the Castlevania series. There's Harmony of Despair for the PS3. I don't actually have it, but I could get it. But it's not really like your typical Castlevania game, so yeah, I'm not really sure how you'd go about LPing it, because it's kind of like a multiplayer thing, and it's like, you know, you just kind of go through a couple different level area things. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I've only seen it played. I've never actually played it myself, but yeah. But otherwise, that's pretty much it for the Castlevania series, I guess. Unless you can think of any other Castlevania games I haven't done. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed Order of Ecclesia, and yep, stay tuned for, you know, I think I'm at least going to show off Albus mode. I'm not really like I said, I'm not really sure what it is exactly, but we'll try it out and see how it goes. And, you know, I'll probably do a boss rush mode and show off sound mode and stuff. There's also hard mode, but we really don't need to do that. I think challenging yourself for the boss medals is hard enough. So, yeah. But other than that, yeah, so after this game, I'll of course be going back to the Adventure Island series, doing Super Adventure Island. Then after that, the next Castlevania game, which I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know. Like, let me know if there's any other Castlevania games you'd like to see that I haven't already done. And I'll probably end up doing it. Why not? And you! Yes, and you. The end. Good stuff. Okay. This was a blast LP, though. It really was. So let's go back to the title screen. It'll tell us what we've unlocked, which I already kind of listed the modes it unlocked, but yeah. We still need to like load my file so I can go and get the Dracula medal, I guess, right? Not a big deal, but hard mode has been unlocked. Albus mode has been unlocked. Sound mode has been unlocked. Boss rush mode has been unlocked. Good stuff.